Brad and I started the process of looking for a possible studio to get a project going with. I found John's site, went through and listened to all the portfolios that were up and available, and I just felt like Oakwood was head and shoulders above everything else. The way that I've put it to other people is everything else sounds like a very polished demo. Oakwood sounds like a finished project.
The difference between Oakwood and other places that I've been in the past primarily are the level of professionalism in terms of planning and execution around what the strategy is to get the sessions done in a timely manner, making the best use of our time and money, and being legitimately interested in what we're trying to do.
I sat down in the studio, we began to talk, and as I began to talk, he grabbed a clipboard. John obviously was concerned about the detail and the things that my band wanted to communicate through the project. That was important to me, and the fact that that meant enough to him to take notes while we were talking said a lot about the way he approaches his work and approaches his clients.
I was really impressed with the way John takes care to listen to, even to the minute details.
There was a plan in place with drums and scratch tracking guitars, the click tracks, all these things that make performances come out the correct way. And there was coaching and guidance given when something wasn't where it was supposed to be to get it back on track quickly.
Probably the thing I may appreciate about John the most is his willingness to lay something on the table and explain it to me, whether I like to hear it or not, but he can do it in such a way that it's always respectful, always professional, and always helps me make a decision in how to move forward when we get to that fork in the road.
It's a real professional and comforting environment. Anytime you go into the studio, there's tension. John does a great job keeping the environment even keel so that, everyone's able to get what they need and get it done professionally.
In terms of whether I would recommend Oakwood to a fellow musician or a peer, the answer is absolutely. The money you spend, you know where it's going. The way everything's laid out, it's very purposeful. John is a very capable individual who is respectful of the people he's working with, but also very adept at keeping things moving forward.
If you're looking for a place to capture your project and capture your project in the way you want to capture, in a way that makes you feel unique, that you're an original, that you're not a spin-off of one of your influences or spin-off of a certain sound, then I would wholeheartedly recommend Oakwood. I go home with confidence knowing that we're going to finish this project. The project's going to be exactly what we need it to be, but also along the way, if the project encounters something that it needs that's past the budget we've agreed upon or outside of the terms that we've put in place, I know that I'm going to get a phone call, or John's going to email me and say, hey, can we get together and talk? There's going to be some kind of communication there. And I would say as long as I have that in place, it's really hard for me to see working anywhere else but Oakwood.